morning, Cancerian family. Welcome to my channel, Cancer Moon Oracles. My name is Rosa and I am coming in with a bonus love reading for your sign. In today's video, we're going to ask Spirit and Tarot who is coming towards you in love. We're going to open up with an animal spirit card just to get an overarching sense and feel of who this person is. Please like, share, subscribe if the reading resonates. Sun, Moon, Venus and Rising Cancerian placements are welcome. Your person's coming through as camel energy. Camel energy. This is fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So for some of you, a fire sign could be approaching you or could be coming towards you. I'm sorry. Look, this is someone who is very independent. I do see the camel as someone who is very independent, someone who is very self-sufficient. This isn't a needy sort of person, or they don't come across as someone who is very needy or someone who is very desperate. There is a confidence about this person, okay? This person's kind of coming across to me as quite confident, confident within themselves, or that's how they're coming across. Yeah. To me, I'm picking up like this take it or leave it energy about this person. It's kind of like they're coming in with this, well, this is what I've got to give, or this is what I'm coming in with, this is what I've got to offer, take it or leave it. I don't want to say I don't really care, but that's kind of a lack of a bit of a better expression. Confident, maybe cocky. Let's break it down. I'm not really sure at this stage. I don't want to sort of like get too far ahead of myself. I am getting someone who is single, okay, Cancer. I am getting someone who is single, and the camels, I'm looking at the camel itself, and the camels trek through the desert. I would say that this person's been single for quite some time. And this person is, I don't want to say they're in a comfort zone because that's not how it is, but they are set in like some kind of like maybe routine. You know, when you've been single for quite some time, you're kind of like set in your ways. That's what it is. This person's kind of set in their ways. It's kind of like they've become accustomed to being single or being alone or being by themselves. Okay, there's the Ace of Pentacles coming in to clarify this, camel. Why is Cancer's person coming in with the camel energy? Ooh, the Father of Swords. There could be an air sign. This person's coming in with the Ace of Pentacles. It kind of feels like they're coming in with a new offer. They're offering you something. The Hermit. Ooh, okay. The Hermit indicates to me or clarifies to me that this person is very, very single and has been for a long time. This kind of further emphasizes to me what I was just saying. I feel like this is someone who you haven't been talking to, or maybe there hasn't been a great deal of interaction between you and this person. It kind of feels like this person is like breaking some kind of silence between you and them. So if there hasn't been a great deal of contact between you and this person, it kind of feels like this person is breaking that silence or breaking that drought. Okay, breaking the drought. And with this Ace of Pentacles, it's kind of like they're coming in and they're offering you something. Yeah, they're making a new offer. Yeah, they're making a new offer. This is someone with the Father of Swords. This is someone who has been thinking about you, Cancer. Okay, so this person's been thinking about you. You've been on this person's mind. Perhaps this person has been thinking about extending this offer to you. What's the offer? Let me just clarify this. What's this offer? Tell me more about this Ace of Pentacles. Okay, the Three of Swords. What did come out in reverse? Tell me more about this. Maybe they want to apologize. The Hanged Man and the Five of Swords. It kind of feels like, yeah, the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It kind of feels like this person wants to maybe apologize. It kind of feels strongly like an apology of some kind, of some sort. It kind of feels like the way you guys separated, or yeah, it kind of feels like the way you guys sort of like went your own separate ways or separated. This it didn't end well. It kind of feels like this person may have stood you up. That's what it feels like. Maybe this person wants to apologize or say sorry to you because they kind of just like stood you up. Because this person's sort of communicating to me that they want to apologize to Cancer for the way they kind of just left things with you. The way they kind of just left things with you. I don't know how else to say that. Because they're kind of looking back and they're kind of feeling bad with how they kind of just, they're looking at the Hanged Man. This person feels bad for standing you up, or just, another way of saying this is that this person feels bad for leaving you hanging. This person knows that they left you hang. They feel bad. It kind of feels like with the Three of Swords in reverse that this person wants to apologize, because to me, this apology, it doesn't feel, with the Page of Cups, it doesn't feel like it's overly sincere or it's overly genuine. I feel like it is an apology, like they are saying sorry, but it's kind of like a surface level apology. It kind of feels like this person feels like if they want to speak to you, if they want to talk to you, it kind of feels like they have to say sorry, because they know that the way they left you, it doesn't bode well for them. It doesn't make them look good. you know. It doesn't make them look good. So it's kind of like, well, if I'm going to break the ice with Cancer, I'm going to have to say sorry. I'm going to have to excuse myself for how I left Cancer hanging, or for how I stood Cancer up. That's how they're coming across. How do you feel about this person, Cancer? I don't know how long ago you guys stopped talking. Let's have a look at that. Let's just put those, sorry, I feel like I'm a little bit all over the place. I'll just pop those cards to the side. Tell me more about this Hermit card. Why is the Hermit card here? Six of Cups. For some of you, it could have been 6 days ago, 6 weeks ago, 6 months ago, okay? Something to do with the number 6. Maybe it could have been 9 months ago, 9 weeks ago, or 9 days ago. Okay? The Moon. At the bottom of the deck, yeah, the Two of Swords. It kind of feels like this is someone who was maybe in two minds about you, or in two minds about the connection. Yeah. This is someone who wasn't very clear with you about how they felt or how they feel. I feel like this is someone who sort of like kept you in the dark about how they truly feel. Cancer. Okay. You may have also felt that this was someone who was very secretive. I'm also picking that up. Okay, let's just take a look at your feelings here. How does Cancer feel towards this person? Spirit, how does Cancer feel? The Two of Pentacles. How does Cancer feel towards this person? The Six of Swords. The Mother of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Strength card. I like that. Okay, how does Cancer feel towards this person? It kind of feels like with the Strength card, it feels like because of this person, you're developing like a thick skin. This person is making you stronger. You feel like this person has made you more maybe emotionally resilient. And I'm looking at the Two of Pentacles, and you feel like this person has changed you. Okay, this person's changed you. I'm just feeling like with the Strength card and the Two of Pentacles, you're kind of like more robust. You're emotionally resilient, you're more robust. Cancer's feelings towards this person. I am looking at this butterfly, and butterflies do represent change. But I'm also feeling like for you, Cancer, you feel like this person is someone who is very superficial. And you don't do superficial. Yeah. You feel like this person is very superficial and very social, maybe even a bit of a social butterfly, but you don't do superficial and surface level connections or relationships. You may have felt like this person was someone that was happy to go with the flow, and you're not someone who was content to go with the flow. To a certain degree, yes. But at some point, you know, you reached a limit with that. I like the Mother of Pentacles because you just feel like when it comes to this person, your feelings towards this person now are kind of like you're more grounded. You're not so much in your feelings with this person. You feel more realistic. Your approach towards this person is more realistic. Yeah, which means you don't take this person seriously with the Mother of Pentacles. You don't take this person seriously. You don't see this as someone that you could maybe commit to or settle down with. With the Six of Swords, it does suggest like an energy of a Cancerian who has felt like or is feeling like you've moved on. Let's clarify. Yeah, look at that, Queen of Cups. You've moved on. You've moved on. You don't have any sort of like, I don't feel like you have an emotional attachment to this person. Yeah. When it comes to this person, you're very protective of your feelings, or you're very protective of your heart. Intuitively, you don't trust this person. You don't feel like you can trust this person. With the Two of Pentacles, you just feel like this is someone who just has the intentions to fool around or go with the flow. You don't feel like this is someone who takes you seriously. You don't feel like this is someone who is serious about building a real relationship, or serious about looking for love. You just feel like this is someone who is trying to pursue you or seduce you or woo you. But you don't feel like you can easily be swept off of your feet. Because with the Mother of Pentacles, you just don't take this person seriously. You just don't view them as a serious prospect. You don't see this person as someone who is solid, someone who is stable. You don't view this person as someone who is reliable. What intentions does this person have with Cancer? We have the Hanged Man. What are their intentions with Cancer? What is this person's intentions? The Nine of Swords. What is this person's intentions? The Hierophant. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles. The Eight of Cups. The Mother of Cups. Justice. We have the Star here. Okay, give me a moment, Cancer. It kind of feels like with the Justice card, their intentions here with you is to justify their actions. This person's intentions here is to justify their actions. The Justice is touching the Hanged Man. We've got the Hanged Man coming in twice. And that would suggest that this person wants to justify to you the reason why they maybe just left you hanging, why they stood you up. They want to justify that, okay? The reason why, like the Eight of Cups is here as well. So their intentions here is to obviously return back to you with the Eight of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. This person wants to return back to you to justify to you why they did what they did. they kind of want to explain to you here with the Nine of Swords that they want to explain, or they want to confess to you that they've messed up, that they haven't been able to, you know, sleep properly or think straight. What's another way I can say that? They haven't been able to maybe live with themselves. Okay, to me, the Nine of Swords can represent someone who has like a guilty conscience, especially next to the Hierophant. And yeah, it kind of just feels like they want to justify their actions. They want to justify why they left you hanging. So let's look at that. Let's look at the Hanged Man. Let's clarify the Hanged Man. The Nine of Cups. It's interesting. Tell me more. The Devil. The Two of Wands. The Six of Pentacles. Give me a moment, Cancer. I'm just looking at these cards. I mean, when I look at the devil represents the sign of Capricorn. Capricorn rules the house of career. It kind of feels like this person may use the excuse with the devil, and I am seeing the Six of Pentacles. This can be service, you know, how this person serves others. Okay, so this person could use work or career or their job as an excuse, as a reason to why they left you hang, or as to reason why they never just got back to you. I'm feeling that very, very strongly. It's kind of like with the devil, this person, I often see the devil as a bit of a workaholic. Okay. Yes. And I often see, well, I can see with this person that it pleases this person to throw themselves into their business or into their work. So I am getting that. For others of you, you know, this person may tell you that their extracurricular activities have been getting in the way. You know, the devil can represent addictions, obsessions. Extracurricular activities meaning drugs, alcohol, sex addiction, gambling, you name it. There's a multitude of things, guys. Yeah. But it kind of feels like this person will justify why they couldn't come and see you or why they stood you up. They're kind of letting you know. I mean, the devil is, this person's not hiding to you. They're making their red flags known, basically. Yeah. Especially with the Nine of Cups. Okay, this is someone who's quite happy to let you know, or reveal. They're happy to let you know. They're happy to reveal their reasons, their red flags. That's what it feels like, Cancer. Okay. That's their intentions anyway. That's what they're intending with you. What are their actions? What is this person's actions? The Daughter of Wands with the Three of Cups. And the Four of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Their actions towards you, though. Five of Pentacles, the Chariot. The Chariot with the Ace of Cups. You know, I do see this person with the Daughter of Wands and the Three of Cups. I do see this person messaging you or calling you, contacting you. Okay, I do see them doing that. But I do feel with the Four of Pentacles that this person is guarded. I don't feel like this person is being 100% vulnerable with you, though. I just feel like there is a side to this person that is guarded, reserved. Socially polite with the Three of Cups. Being socially polite, being socially acceptable with you, but with the Four of Pentacles, they're being reserved and guarded. It's like you don't need to know everything, okay? It's kind of like that. That's how they're being with you, Cancer. Yeah, and with the Five of Pentacles, it kind of feels like this person doesn't feel like they need to give you everything. They don't feel like they need to offer you any more than maybe just a friendly service or a friendly company, be cordial to you. That's kind of what I'm getting with their actions. Nothing more, nothing less. Just socially acceptable, polite. It's like this person doesn't feel like they owe you anything more or anything less. Okay, just enough to be in your company. Yeah, tell me more about this. See what I'm saying? There's the High Priestess. See what I'm saying, Cancer? So the High Priestess is the energy of someone who's not really opening up 100% about their feelings. Okay, this is someone who is holding back emotionally. Just playing their cards close to their chest and yeah. That's how it is. That's how they're going to be with you. Just keeping their cards close to their chest, not revealing more than they need to. Okay? How is Cancer going to respond to this? It's a bit of a longer read. Wheel of Fortune's here. How will Cancer respond? The Temperance. How will Cancer respond? The Devil. At the bottom of the deck, the Eight of Wands. The Father of Wands. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like. When I look at these two cards, the Father of Wands and the Eight of Wands, to me, I feel like I'm connecting to a Cancerian who is going to be very, very direct. So you're going to respond by just being very direct, being very upfront. You're not beating around the bush with this person. If you feel like this person is playing nice or being very cordial with you, you're going to be the Cancerian that's going to be very assertive with this person. You're not beating around the bush. You're going to reply by just hitting this person up front with maybe questions, communications. Yeah, look, very straightforward, very assertive. You're going to be very direct with this person. If you've got something to say, you're just going to say it. That's just how you're presenting, Cancer, very, very strongly here. Okay. Now, I have to be honest, with the Temperance and the Devil, it could be maybe you reacting to this person, because the Temperance can be like, it's a card of moderation. It's a card where we kind of like pull back and we moderate ourselves and we temper ourselves. But if this person's coming in and messaging you and acting cordial with you, you're just, with the Devil and the Temperance, you're not almost playing nice. This is out of, Cancer, you're a water sign. You're very soft and caring and loving, but this is almost out of character for you with the Father of Wands and the Eight of Wands. This is out of character. I feel like you're just going to not beat around the bush with this person. So it's almost like with the Temperance and the Devil, it's bringing out your assertive side. Like an unhinged side in you. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? The Two of Pentacles. I just feel like with the Wheel of Fortune, it's the Wheel of Fortune sort of saying, this is my time to not beat around the bush. This is my time to like strike. And only you know what that means, right, Cancer? Only you know what that means. Okay, let's grab a last parting message. We have the Sun. I feel like this Sun represents clarity, truth, honesty. That's the last parting message. I feel like you just want to maybe expose this person. Yeah, you want to expose this person. You want to shine that spotlight on them, but not in a good way, if you know what I mean. You want to expose them. You kind of want everyone to see who this person is. You want them to see, I can see you, you know, I can see you, I know you, I can see through you. That's where I'm leaving the reading, Cancer. Hopefully that resonated. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, Cancer.